The Attorney General this morning met with a few of us that he called victims to let us know that the grand jury and the Attorney General's office themselves would not be returning indictments. The immediate unanimous response from all of us in the room was anger, because he expressed to us his confidence in the person that he chose to investigate this and prosecute this, and none of us felt that a good job was done by the grand jury at all. For example, they did not ask me once about the conversation I had with the man who hit me with his truck and all but ruined my life.
You were actually hit by the truck, and you say ruin your life. What?
I'm sorry, that was... Yeah, just sorry.
No, what has been the effect on you since then? Do you have injuries? Or?
I have physical injuries, but the emotional injuries are worse, obviously. But the fact remains that there are still people sitting in Wyatt on immigration charges, and a captain of theirs did injury to us in front of cameras, so Lord knows what goes on behind closed doors.
Did you expect any other outcome?
No, but I had confidence in myself and the other organizations. I'm not a part of any organization, but I had confidence in all of us that we spoke the truth. I knew that there were cameras covering every angle, so I knew that they knew the truth. And I thought that having to have a grand jury decide this at all was a bit of a sham, to be honest, because what he did was filmed from all angles. And it just seemed to me like a way for the Attorney General's office to say, hey, look, we're doing something.
So you were hit by that vehicle?
I was. I just did not want to speak publicly until now, when I see he's all but getting a free pass and giving Rhode Island a green light to, just assault people who are peacefully protesting. I think this is a turning point in history, and I decided to come forward because it's more important to me that the people who are currently suffering get someone to speak for them. So.
Yeah, I was pepper sprayed multiple times at close range. There's video of it on that night.
And what do you make of the decision that the Attorney General made?
I think it's absolutely outrageous. It was a completely peaceful protest. We were exercising our First Amendment right, and the idea that prison guards can come out of a prison and run people over and pepper spray them is absolutely outrageous to me, and it sets a terrible precedent. So now what are we saying? That anytime someone wants to protest something, anybody can just run out and pepper spray them and it's fine? That's unbelievable. He tried to run us over with his car. That's absolutely unbelievable.
And the Attorney General said the grand jury made this decision. They deliberate in private. Their decisions are never made public aside from the final.
Well, I know. I'm not surprised at all, because I testified before the grand jury and they were questioning me. It was like they didn't agree with what I was doing. They didn't agree with the fact that we were protesting. And that's not their choice to say. We have a First Amendment right to protest, and they don't, just because they don't agree with the issue doesn't mean that it's okay to assault us and run us over with people's car and pepper spray us.
And when you say they, who was questioning at the grand jury? Was it the prosecutors?
No, the jurors.
The jurors asked the questions?
Yeah, the jurors.
And you felt they weren't?
I felt like the ones who asked questions, I felt like they didn't agree with what we were doing. They were saying things like, well, what did you expect would happen? And like, well, why didn't you get out of the way? And I was trying to explain, like, it was a protest. We were there as a form of civil disobedience because we were protesting Wyatt. And if the police had given us instructions, which the police never did, then we would have obeyed them or not or whatever, but that wasn't up to the guards to then run us over with their car.
Did you see police around at the time that the actual truck went into the protesters? Where was the nearest police officer?
I saw no police at that time.
Central Falls Police?
Yeah, no Central Falls Police. They had been patrolling.
Okay.
Does this make you fearful for the next time there's something comes up that you feel you need to protest?
100%. We'll be back. We're not going to let this stop us from protesting. We will be back. We will be at the State House. We will be at Wyatt. But I am fearful now that it gives people carte blanche to just attack us and pepper spray us every time they don't agree with what we do. It's ridiculous.
Are you guys planning any more protests at the Wyatt?
I don't know if there are specific plans yet, but I'm sure there will be. We're not going to end this. We're going to keep going. We don't believe that Wyatt should be holding ICE detainees. We don't believe that private prison should be allowed in Rhode Island. And so we're going to keep fighting for that, 100%.
Thank you, Tammy. And just do you have a title are you with Never Again Action Group?
I was protesting with them. I'm just a regular citizen.
Were you part of the group at all that the Attorney General spoke to this morning? Were you part of that group?
In the morning? No, I don't know why.
Okay.
I was pepper sprayed. I testified before the grand jury, so no, but I was not part of that group.